Hey, Tim C. Welcome. Ah, okay. Is he busy? Oi, FB. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? Hey, Area. I'm just about to start making the list for this. So, whatever I had in my greatest thrash metal bands video, none of those bands are gonna be in this one. So let's see. Ah, cool. Don't worry about it. Thanks for joining for a quick stream. If this browser would work. By the way, my laptop's repair is done finally, so I'll probably go grab it today. Nice cut. I think like Matt Tuck. Who was Matt Tuck, by the way? I've had kind of this long mohawk thing for a while. I just decided to kind of cut the sides again. Dark Angel for sure, Lost Society, yeah. Those are gonna be probably if I can start making the list, because my browser has just frozen. And that ain't a good thing. Okay, now we see some. Let's make a folder for this one and a Google Docs. Hey Kirk, thanks for saying hello, and hello back to you. Man, the internet and the computer are so glitchy today. Let's hope that it gets better. So here's the list of the bands that are not gonna be in the video, since they were in the top 10 greatest thrash metal bands video. I'm gonna paste it in the chat. So none of those are gonna be in this video. Iron Maiden hardest songs. Yeah, sure. I'll do that. I got the Annihilator and Bullet for My Valentine, Kalma, Testament, and after that I could do the Iron Maiden. Dead Brain Cells. That's actually so underrated that I haven't even heard of that. Let's see. Dark Angel, Lost Society. Yeah, cool, Kirk. Thanks for showing up with the wrench. Lost Society, Dead Brains, Dead Brain Cells. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, now you can see the font as well. Candidates. Isn't that how you say that? I was thinking of adding mostly old school thrash metal bands, like Dark Angel, you know. Let's see what else we actually have there, because there's already. I'll have to put this a little bit smaller so I can work with this. Yeah, you can still see that I'm pretty sure. Did you ever listen Evil? Yeah, I've listened at one album from them, which had I think Thrasher and Enter the Grave and Infected Nations. Laz Rocket. Got this band the other day hearing the thrash playlist. I'll have to check out how old school these are. Doesn't have to be old school, but you know, Well, Lost Society is for sure underrated, but I think they're doing pretty big at the moment. Well, Dark Angel is, in the other hand, also, but let's see. I'll just add everything that everyone recommends. Laz Rocket. Was Evil already in the list? Evil or Evil? Havoc, not sure if I already put that. Angelus Apartida. Apatrida or Apartida? Apatrida. Cry 6. Violence is gonna definitely make it in the video. What's a thrash band? It's a band that plays heavy and fast. Just like Nickelback, exactly. Have you seen the Nickelback cover of the Metallica? What song did they even play? Yeah, Violence is sick. Dark Angel, one of my favorites. I'll have to check out my Spotify. Damn, spilled the coffee. I have to check out my Spotify playlist for the bands that I've checked out. Let me get some paper. Just a second. I guess this had to happen sometime. Let me show you the pleasure of my existence. Nothing too bad on the interface though. Municipal waste. Black Label Society. Creator was already in the greatest thrash metal bands video. Damn, I have to make myself new coffee. Tantara is awesome. Iron Regan also awesome. Pretty new school. Forbidden. Need to check those out. Yeah, it's sad but true. What a mess. Yeah, Coroner. I actually haven't still listened to too much of their stuff. So is it like a straight on thrash metal band? I'm trying to have like, man, this whole mousepad is on Kovfefe. So is Corner like a thrash metal only band, not like death metal or anything else? Oh, Silosis. Corner is technical. Yeah, I don't mind if it's technical, as long as it's like you can kind of, most of the people recognize it as a thrash metal band. Bonded by Blood. Yeah, I already had the Exodus on my greatest thrash metal bands video, so let me show. These are the bands that are not gonna make it in this video. So pretty much the bands that I had in the greatest thrash metal bands. Man, how much is there? Under the laptop as well. Vector. That would be actually pretty cool. Oh yeah, Bonded by Blood, the band. I thought about Exodus Bonded by Blood. Oh man. Lazarus AD. Yeah, Gamma Bomb is also pretty cool. I'll have to first off take off this mouse pad that is on coffee. Keep on just suggesting and I'll write them down soon. As soon as I've done cleaning the mess. Just build a nice cup of coffee on my table. Winder. Gonna go through the whole thing of this toilet paper, I guess. Lost Society, Eccentrics, Forbidden Violence. Yeah, I'll just scroll this down a bit. So these are kind of the not gonna be in the video bands. Tankard, that's gonna be in the video for sure. Good suggestion. So right now I know for sure that there's gonna be let me see, Dark Angel, Violence, and Tankard. But I also want to add perhaps some more underground bands. I'm still not sure like completely on what this video will be about. Is it gonna be just old school bands, or I can make as many of these videos as needed, so we can just start off with maybe some more known ones and go into more underground bands slowly. And finally done with the cleaning, I guess. Almost. Power Trip, Suicidal Angels, Hatchet, Ultraviolence. Oh, the whole table side is still. Lich King, Terrifier. I think that's pretty much it for the cleaning. So now I got no coffee, but let's deal with it, as DRI would say. I don't know if DRI would be considered as a thrash metal band. That's like one of my favorite bands, but I think it's not gonna. I guess they're a thrash band too, like the newer ones. But I kind of love the older DRI like so much, and even the new stuff like Full Speed Ahead and Four of a Kind and Thrash Hard, and even the newest EP was really cool. It had like 3 songs, I guess. Never heard of melodic thrash metal band. Well, I guess there's some, but yeah, it kind of loses a little bit of the thrashiness, and it goes, I guess, more into kind of I don't know, fast metal. I don't know. I just it's hard to say. As long as it has the thrash beat and double bass and sick riffing, then I guess it's thrash. So let's start filling up the list. Let's start all over from the top, ever since I spilled my coffee. Let's see where we left off. Crysex Violence by United Thrashers. Nickelback, yeah, sure. Municipal waste. Pickleback. Forbidden. Tantara. Iron Reagan. Yeah, coffee spill sucks. It wasn't like a spill, I kind of flipped the whole mug. Nickelbad. Corner. It's really hard to say the name out loud when you write it. Try it sometime. Eccentrics. Silosis. Bonded by blood. Vector. Lazarus 80. Gamma bomb. Eccentrics was in there already. I'll probably just accidentally double write these band names, but I don't mind. Forbidden, not sure if that was in there. Violence is in there, Lost Society is in there, Tankard. Lich King. Terrifier. Crysis. Power Trip. Suicidal Angels. Ultraviolence. Isn't Crysis song no, it's Ultra Thrash. Suicidal Angels. Oh, Warbringer. Maniac Abductor. Abductor. DRI. I guess if I add DRI to the list, it's definitely gonna be in the video as well. Razor. I'm not sure if I added this already. Sacrifice. Did I add the Warbringer yet? Probably did. Terveisiä Suomesta. Yeah. Terveisiä takaisin. Is Testament there? It was in the greatest thrash metal bands video, so I'm not gonna put it in this one. These are new bands. Do a video of old school underrated thrash bands. Yeah, I'm gonna do like I can do like as many of these videos as needed. So let's just fill up the list with all sorts of bands, and I can do like underrated old school thrash bands, underrated new school, top 10 greatest new school bands, whatever. We can do like all sorts of votes what you want to see. I think that's like the best way to make this video. Kind of vote what you want to see, and I'll just do those. Possessed. I think that's death metal-ish. It was in the greatest death metal bands. Violator, one of my favorites. Chemical Assault is a masterpiece. True. Evil. I think Evil was already. Fueled by Fire. Varg. Come on. I'll check out the comments in the greatest thrash metal bands, because there's plenty of suggestions here. Annihilator. Wow. How did I miss that? Sepultura. Death Angel was already in the list, I'm pretty sure. Overkill. Death Angel. Dark Angel, Heathen, Evil Dead, Models in Sacrifice, Violence, Aspid, Razor, Paradox, Centrix, Zone White, Athropy. Cool. Let's put all of those in the list, and I'll just kind of browse through the list at some point to kind of remove the doubles. Heathen, Evil Dead, Mortal Sin, Sacrifice, Aspid, Razor, Paradox, Eccentrics. That was already in the list. Of Snow White, Athropy, Demolition Hammer. Yeah. Demolition Hammer. Top 10 hardest good gyro riffs. Yeah, sure, at some point, for sure. Heathen Onslaught. Warpath. Death Thrash. When can we expect this video? I think this, since these are not gonna be probably like the hardest riffs or anything like that, it's gonna be, it should be pretty fast to make. So that's a good thing in this type of videos. These type of videos. I hope that's proper English. These kind of videos. So I don't think it will take too long. I have still to record the Annihilator hardest songs. I've just finished the Bullet for My Valentine hardest songs, and we're gonna do the video for that and the Annihilator one today. I'm gonna kind of pre-record the video for the Annihilator because I know what riffs I'm gonna play. I just have to record it afterwards. Hirax. Tankard was in there. Burzum. Hey Varg. Death Racer. Let's see more in the comments section of this. Evil Havoc, Megadeth, Death Angel. You are Karri Hanneman. Death, Overkill, Annihilator, Pantera. I think Pantera fits mostly in the groove metal, so... Creator, Overkill, Megadeth, Sodom, Vector, Warbringer, Megadeth, Elimination, Creator, Venom, Metallica, Testament, Elimination, Megadeth, Sepultura, SOD. Let's add that in here. Let's add MOD as well. Dark Angel, Demolition Hammer, Exodus, DRI, Iced Earth. Is Iced Earth a thrash metal band? That's a stupid question, but I need to... Let's add it here. Flotsam and Jetsam. Let's add that in there. Exciter, yeah, let's add that. Top 10 arpeggios of Annihilator. Man, yeah, there would be lots of candidates for that. Nuclear Assault, I don't think that was in here yet for some reason. Yeah, I played in Stygian Creations, it's like a death metal band. I'll write it in the chat. I started this more like heavy / power. Okay, I'll browse through these bands before making the video. Flotsam, Jetsam, maybe Death Angel. Stone! Sudden Destruction Creator, Master Puts, Sepultura. Destruction. Orange. Forbidden Nuclear Assault. Thank you for making thrash great again. Thank you, Trump. Toxic Holocaust. Yeah, that's a crossover-ish, but let's add it here. Toxic Holocaust. Rearmed. Do you play in Rearmed? Because the guy in Rearmed is gonna shoot the video in like 2.5 hours with me. Einri. Dear Leonardo DiCaprio, okay. Destruction Sadus. No, not really thrash. Okay. Okay, that's suspicious for United Thrasher. May I hear your first and second and last name, please? Ceres, Destruction, Sepultura, Dante's Inferno, Destruction, Tankard, Pantera, Death Angel, Metallica, Creator, Asphalt Corner, Hexenhaus, Oblivion, Target, Realm Toxic, Chantrix, Artillery is gonna be in the list. Artillery and Watchtower. Hexenhaus. You play in Apex. That sounds familiar too. Oblivion, Target, Mekong, Delta, Realm. Where do you play at? Which city? With Apex. Cavalera Conspiracy. Let's add Nailbomb in there as well. I think that's thrashy too. I could make like top 10 Max Cavalera bands of all time. Slayer, Creator, and Sepultura aren't thrash, but still great bands. That's a weird comment. Violence, Annihilator, Dark Angel, Pantera, DRI, SOD, MOD, Acid Rain, Death Angel, Onslaught, Lamp of God, Annihilator, Nuclear Assault, Pestilence, Metal Church. So Acid Rain, Pestilence, and Metal Church. Helsinki. Cool. Cool, man. I used to live in Helsinki and gonna probably move there in like... that's not a, I don't know, notice-worthy thing in Finland, I guess, but I think we're gonna move there in like a year or so when we got a bit better money situation, because it's damn expensive there. Sacred Rage. Yeah, I think that was already in here, because that has to be in here. That has to be in here. No. How is that possible? Yeah, Max is a legend. Studied all the right music. This is a good comment. I don't know what's worse, your tone or those tattoos. Destruction, Annihilator, Death Angel, Nuclear Assault, Morbid Saint, Solstice. Morbid Saint, Solstice. Part 2. Coroner, Overkill is Love, Sodom, Hellstar, Baptized in Blood. This is gonna be like a huge list, but there's gonna be lots of material to do from this list, so that's gonna be good. Mortal Sin. Creator. Suicidal Tendencies. I think that's more hardcore probably. Or let's add it to the list as well. Sepultura. Good video, bro, but you don't play with feelings. I don't have any feelings. Death Angel, Dira, Annihilator, Goal, and Havoc. Let's add Ghoul. Unfortunate stain on the front of your shorts. Overkill, Elimination versus Master, Sadis, DRI, Creator, Pantera, Sepultura, Creator, Dark Angel, Scream Inc. Yeah, let's add Soulfly. And let's see, Iron Maiden top hardest songs. Master of Puppets intro played on the first string. Oof. Well, that's how it's played. I'm sorry. Oingo Boingo is pretty Thrasher. Forbidden. Where's Venom? Annihilator, Havoc, Revocation. I think that's death metal-ish, though. Trivium, I think that's more melodic. Like, I don't know how you would call all that. Nuclear Assault. Thanks, man. Rock the metal. Metal. Sort of Death or Nuclear Assault. Epic fail. No Mercy. Let's add No Mercy. Generation Kill. Okay, so now I have a pretty healthy looking list here. So I think it's gonna be pretty like a smart pick to start off with the kind of the biggest bands in this list. So kind of the follow-up for the top 10 greatest thrash metal bands of all time. So it's gonna be probably pretty big bands in this. Let's see what we have. Dark Angel for sure. Violence for sure. Tankard for sure. These are all my personal preferences. DRI, let's put it in there for sure. Violator, that's a new school-ish. Annihilator for sure. Let's make like a more old schoolish video first, I guess. That's kind of the stuff I love to listen to. Demolition Hammer, I'm pretty sure that's an old school band. SOD, Exciter, is it isn't Exciter, or what was the band name that had Possessed by Fire? Is it Exciter or X? Let's add a question mark. Stone, Destruction, Sadis. So now we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bands. Yeah, Anthrax is underrated, but I just made the hardest songs from Anthrax, and Anthrax is in the top 10 greatest thrash metal bands of all time video. So let's see. Violence, Death Angel, Dark Angel. Oh, what about Death Angel? Let's see what kind of list this is right now. DRI. This isn't probably visible on the stream, but I'll just quickly copy paste this and make it a bit bigger, so you will see the band list. Artillery, Game Over. What did I just do? Annihilator. Demolition Hammer. Almost failed to copy paste that. Exciter stone. Let's put some Finnish blood in the video. Destruction. Status. Let's see. Let's put a little smaller font so you can see every band. So this is what the list would look so far for the next video. Would you change something here? Was the Exciter the band that did Possessed by Fire? Or was it? It was Exhumer. Let's change Exciter to Exhumer and keep Exciter in this list. Exhumer. This is kind of a personal thing I can do while making this video. Exhumer. So how the list looks so far: Dark Angel, Violence, Tankard, DRI, Annihilator, Demolition Hammer, Exhumer, Stone, Destruction, and Sadus. I think that's gonna be a pretty killer video. Let's take some song recommendations. Dark Angel. I kind of want to do like some, like maybe Darkness Descends or what's the title of the next album? Time Does Not Heal. I really love the riffing in the chorus of that. I guess I'm gonna find some songs then. Let's listen at the Darkness Descends a little bit. Maybe the title track would be obvious, but maybe also something like Merciless Death would be a pretty cool pick as well. This would be a pretty cool intro for the video. I think I'm gonna start just right from there. Burning of Sodom.
People
put this as a request. I kind of want to do Merciless Death, but let's put Burning of Sodom. Shall we put just Eternal Nightmare? Isolation from Tankard. I kind of wanted to add some Chemical Assault stuff, or maybe Empty Tankard or something like that, but let's see. Isolation. Man, I love this riff. Was World in a World? Is that from Violence? Let's do that. I'm gonna put Burning of Sodom into the video, and then I'm gonna actually. I think this is gonna happen with every band, but I don't know. I kind of now want to start the video with this riff. Another drum fill. And maybe right here it changes to Burning of Sodom. Let's do that. Tankard World Isolation. Let's see. Yeah, let's put Isolation in there. Human dissection from Demolition Hammer. Let's see. Let's take a look at DRI next. I'll probably. Does anyone have any DRI suggestions? Let's put like a thrashy song in. So maybe. Maybe Shut Up. Would that be nice? Let's see what are Down to the Wire. Problematic is pretty damn. Man, I just love all these songs. Any DRI suggestions? Definition Insane album. SOD crossover. Thrash Zone, let's put it in. You can't go wrong with that. Alex Rai. I'm gonna add like the suggesting person into the video somehow in some way. Beneath the Wheel is awesome too. Don't Be Late. First one out of the starting gate. But let's put Thrash Zone in that. And let's try to somehow, if there's other people as well who want some suggestions, let's I think it would be kind of equal for everyone if everyone could get like a maximum of one suggestion. You can recommend United Thrasher, but I kind of I don't know, it just seems that it would be nice to have like everyone would have like one for some weird reason. Crysis Forearm. They're in this list that at least Havoc and Crysis are in this list. Let's put it here. This is gonna be something that I'll use for the future videos. Forearm. Yeah, cool. Yeah, United Thrasher. Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, just kind of heads up if it's not gonna make it in the video. Destructive Solution from Exhumer. Destructive Solution. But Miguel. I'll just write them down here and. What about that if I'll put credits for one song and I don't know, let's just do this. I think this is fine. XX United Thrasher XX and Destructive Solution by Miguel Dantas. Did like Patton's work in Annihilator? Which album was Patton's in? I haven't listened at the whole discography. I have pretty much listened at the songs that were in the Hardest Songs video. Isn't Patton like the insane vocalist, or am I just completely off? Warbringer. Warbringer wasn't in this list. There's still. Let's actually do this so it's a bit more obvious, not like that. So you can see what bands are there. Dark Angel, Violence, Tankard, DRI, Annihilator, Demolition Hammer, Exhumer, Stone, Destruction, Sadis. Warbringer, Combat Shock. So right now we have Annihilator. Annihilator. Should we just put something like Alice in Hell? Maybe something that isn't in the hardest song video. So still need recommendations for Annihilator, Stone, Destruction, and Sadness. The song with Mike Mangini. Oh, you mean the album, or didn't Mike play in like in few albums? I'm not sure. Never Neverland. Let's put that. I know the album, but I assume that there was a song also called Never Neverland. That was actually the first album I think I listened at Annihilator when Imposter John spread his evilness into getting me familiar with Annihilator. Alex Will you do Exodus hardest songs? Yeah, for sure. Weapon X. That's an album, right, from Annihilator. I'll need to check that one out. I'll write it down. Where do I have the list? Violence, Hardest Riffs, Dream Theater, Top 10 Power Metal Bands. Let's put Exodus hardest songs. I think actually that was in the vote or the YouTube post I did yesterday. So you can suggest songs for any hardest song series band. You can just write down a list of hard songs from each band if you want. You can find them in the YouTube community tab, or is it like YouTube subscriptions, something like that. Voivod, let's add that here. Voivod. So yeah, still need Stone, Destruction, and Sadness. It's gonna be Get Stoned, Thrash Metal, and I don't know Sadness songs. Unfortunately, I listened to that one album and that was damn fast. But these are the bands I need recommendations for, or suggestions. I can't speak right now. Sadness Swallowed in Black. Let's actually do this one thing that I actually was meant to do. Let's see. I'll do something like this. I'll check out my Patreon situation. And I let the patrons choose a few songs. Thrash Till Death. Yeah, that was the song I meant, actually. 12 patrons. Well, Kirk and Panzer I'm gonna let them pick some songs. And actually some of these songs might get changed a bit. Because I'm gonna ask my patrons, that those guys who support me, that they can pick some songs. I think that's gonna be like a nice thing for them, since they kind of support me with like, I don't know, $1 a month or something like that. So I'll add it to the list, Thrash Till Death, just in case. Why is the font? Oh yeah. Just in case they can't think of any songs. And Stones, should we get Stoned, or? I haven't listened to Stone that much, unfortunately, either. Let's do Get Stoned on pick. Or Small Tails Stone. Let's do that. Small Tails. So yeah, what I'm gonna do with this list now is I'm gonna see what my patrons want to see in the video. And right now I have plenty of songs from each person, so Thrash Till Death was also United Thrash. Small Tails, I got the credits in every song. So I'm gonna ask the patrons what songs they want to see, and some of these might get replaced, but let's see what they say. I'll probably have a small pause in the stream, and after that I'm gonna start. Actually, let's think a little bit, because I have the video shoot for the Bullet for My Valentine and Annihilator in like 2 hours, so I can maybe practice a bit and plan that. And tomorrow I could start making this video with the final songs. When's the next Hardest Riffs video coming out? It's gonna be on Friday. At least it looks like that at the moment. Because the audio engineer Oystein Hov, he has the tracks already, and he said that he got pretty rad results already for the mixing. He uses some Bullet for My Valentine kind of presets and tones, and does some own little twists in that. So that should be ready on Friday, and we're gonna shoot it in 2 hours, and the video editing is gonna take like a few days. So yeah, unless something really crazy happens, it should be on Friday. And then Annihilator video, I just need to, it's so damn, there's like few really damn hard riffs that I still need to practice, like the No Zone at full speed, and what was that other one? What was the name of that song? That do 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 do. You know that little. No, that's actually No Zone. What's the? Then there's the. Oh yeah, that one song. I have to check it quickly. What was it called? But I remember the riff now. So there's some riffs that I still need to practice a bit so I can record them, and I'm still thinking if I'm gonna stream the recording process, because it's probably gonna be pretty damn boring to watch, because these are so hard riffs. It's gonna take like many attempts at each riff until I'm kind of pleased with the result. Imperiled Eyes, Word Salad. So No Zone and Salad are like those really hard riffs that I still need to practice. Dr. Psycho, I can get it down if I record it in bits, kind of 2 repetitions of the riff each time, because I still haven't had the chance to practice like the down picking technique to get the endurance for that. And I know it's just practicing kind of the relaxing the right hand while playing it, but I haven't had the chance to practice that yet, so I'll probably save some time by recording few riff repetitions in a row, and not just the whole 35 seconds of insane downpicking. So that could be, technically, I think that could be done next week's Friday if I record it like that. And I guess that's like the main point, that what everyone wants to see on YouTube. It's like ready videos, so I don't think people mind too much if I record them kind of that way to save some time, because that might take like at least few days to get the Dr. Psycho downpicking going, like the 220 BPM downpicking with some power chords in there and alternate picking and cool stuff. And actually, No Zone has also 252 BPM downpicking, so that's gonna be pretty tough also. but it's just like, I don't know, 6 notes or something. Or was it 256 BPM? But yeah, that's could be. What is the hardest song from Sound of Perseverance from Death for you? I haven't jammed too many songs from that. I have just listened at it. So that's pretty hard to say. Stormtroopers of Death are criminally underrated. Yeah, I actually, they are not gonna be in this next video, but I have them in this list. And I'm gonna, this list of like, I don't know, 50 bands or something. This is gonna last for a while. So I got, I'm gonna do like votes on YouTube, so you can decide like, the subscribers can decide what kind of video will be the next one. Because I'm still gonna be doing the hardest song series, but I kind of want to add like new series as well. So I think maybe some thrash stuff would be fitting for the channel, and maybe some death material also in the future. Love the sound of your guitar in your hardest riff videos. Oh, thanks, man. And I really love the sound in 2 latest videos when Oysten did the reamping for those. I think it's much more like, I don't know, much better sounding when you just put some effort into the guitar tone. So I've been pretty, honestly pretty lazy with the guitar tones in my previous videos, but I think the videos have been probably fun to watch, so I guess that's kind of the point in them. So nothing too serious if the tone is lacking some, I don't know, little something. But yeah, I'm gonna paste this in Patreon, and if I think that's gonna be also a fun way to kind of I kind of want, if someone supports me with like a $1 a month in Patreon, I want to have some sort of, you know, so it's something really cool for you as well. So maybe I could add that as a perk for future, that you get to pick, or patrons can vote for the songs in my videos or something like that, or at least get a kind of a little bit bigger word in the final video, because I think that's gonna be like a fair way of doing things. It's not just gonna be like a donation and you get nothing for it. So if you enjoy the videos and you want your songs like for sure in the future videos as well, I'm not forcing anyone, of course, but you can check the Patreon page, and that's of course greatly appreciated. And probably there's some Finnish people watching, so I'm sure that Finnish guys understand that it's hard to self-promote as a Finn. Awkward. But yeah, Sick Body Love from Canada, you should also do something on Necrophagist if you're doing death metal vids. Yeah, I've been thinking about hardest Necrophagist riffs on, or songs on rhythm guitar. But it's kind of I'm not sure if I should include like the sweep picking as a rhythm, because you know I would like to add songs like Epitaph maybe, like is it like the second riff where there's first the tapping fill and it alternates between the sweep picking in A minor, kind of a sweep with the tap. So I don't know if that's like maybe I should make just fermented offal discharge solo. That would be insane. I guess I could like stream me practicing that, because that's obviously really hard solo, and it's gonna take a long time for me to learn that, but it would be awesome to kind of learn the notes, and maybe, I don't know, I could do like backing tracks for at like slower speed for people and to practice it with, and tabs. Of course there's official tabs for that, so that's really intriguing. Do you listen to some other genres like rock and 80s hair metal? I haven't listened that much at just basic rock or 80s hair metal. My wife really likes that glam stuff, kind of like the feel good vibe rock and roll, you know, like Hanoi Rocks and stuff like that. I have nothing against them, but I haven't listened that much at those. Let's see if I missed any comments. Artillery by inheritance. Let's add that actually in here. Artillery, where's artillery? There. By inheritance. Requested by Ant Slug. I'm gonna also browse through the comments that I got in my post yesterday. I think you can find this the same way, like go to my channel and then go to community tab. And you can see I try to add all sorts of votes now for all my future stuff, so everyone can kind of have some sort of a vote or word in my future videos. Cannibal Corpse, let's see, Iced Earth, Exodus, Testament, Megadeth, Winter Sun, Cannibal Corpse. Let's see if there's any for this video. Listen files. Artillery by inheritance. There's also the same recommendation. This is from a different person. Very hard riffs. Exodus, Testament, Sodom, Coroner, Sacred Rage. Let's see, here could be Evil, Coroner, The Haunted, Slipknot. Did you listen to any grunge bands? Haven't really, never gotten into grunge that much. I kind of like some grunge stuff when they have been playing on radio or something like that, but I don't know, I've never really been into the mood for listening grunge that much. I kind of got some hair in my mouth. I don't know, for some reason I've always been into like really fast stuff. I really like fast riffs, fast leads, and I don't know, Death Razor, Terminal Disease. Let's see, Death Razor, Terminal Disease. That's in there. Let's see if the Discord works now. By the way, if you want to hang out, and I'm gonna do all sorts of news about the future streams on my Discord chat. So if there's some changes or anything, I'm gonna let everyone know in the Discord, and when there's gonna be streams and stuff like that. So if you're interested in watching like streaming stuff or just hanging out, feel free to join the Discord. And there's also new that mixing and audio production channel that the Oysten Hov, who mixed 2 of my latest videos, he's gonna be there helping everyone with anything related to mixing or audio engineering or audio production. So if you don't have to know anything pretty much, you can just ask any questions there and get help from like a really good audio engineer. So I think that's a really cool thing in the Discord as well. Suigero, completely agree. Feminine of all discharge, Stillborn 1 or Advanced Corpse Tumor would be 6 solos cover. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But those are gonna be so damn hard that it's gonna take forever to learn those. But I guess I could make some sort of series for kind of learn hard solo and kind of watching the progress when I practice that. Would that be interesting to see? Because I know that it's gonna take a long time to learn, like to play the lead in a kind of a way that I'd like to play, to kind of post a video about it. So it could be like a, I don't know, some sort of, vloggy thing where I just, go over how I practice the leads and what's my progress on those. Because for riffs I can make the same thing, but it's gonna be pretty boring to watch, like while I play one riff 10 times, then I just say that I played it a bit better than last time. Then in the next video I play the same riff just one part of a riff. I just play that 10 times, and yeah, it's a bit better than last time. But with leads, I can do some sort of, different sections and see my progress with the different sections, and maybe progress with the whole lead at different speeds and stuff like that. So that might be a bit more interesting to watch. Let's add that to the to-do list. I'll add all of those leads here. Fermented. Discharge. Stillborn 1, that's one of my favorite songs to jam to, because the riffs, when the riffs get faster, it's really like, I don't know, I just love the riffs in that. And also the slower stuff in the beginning is also fun to jam. Stillborn 1. Advanced. Advanced Corpse 2 more. Is anyone interested in, like, other sorts of vloggy stuff? I've never really done anything like that, but would that be interesting if I make it some sort of, entertaining and fun, and, I don't know, some just stupid stuff, and maybe some educational stuff in there, kind of, I don't know, maybe small lesson for every vlog or something like that, some little tricks about guitar playing or audio production or whatever, and kind of, I don't know, mash them into a one video. It would be kind of anything in one video with funny stuff, educational stuff. Let's write that down as well. Dead shape figure. Oh, actually, I'll add it into the list, but is that, by the way, death metal, dead shape figure? No, dead shape, atheist. Yeah, I think they are like death metal bands, probably. Let's add them into the bottom, so. Well, actually, I'll make a new text file for those. Can you confirm that they are death metal bands? Death thrash, more thrashy. Oh, okay. Well, I'll add it in here. Dead shape figure, blithering icon. What about atheist? Is that like thrashy or deathy? I'm like really uneducated with most of bands available. Like I've said in previous streams that I usually get stuck with like one band, and I just listen to one band over and over, and until I can't listen to it anymore, and then I change the next album or next band and do the same thing, like 1 to 2 months of, I don't know, one album blasting out in car or at the east. I'll just add another file here for the death metal bands. Blast beats and growls, but it's thrash. Are you familiar with guitarist Juhani Flink? No, I'm not. Yeah, I trust your judgment on the dead shape figure. I really don't. I guess it's not wrong to call a band thrash metal if it's like really thrashy riffs, even with growls. Technical progressive death metal band. One of the pioneers in the genre. Oh, cool. Let's add that in here. Do you have a request song? I'll just add this here, but it's gonna obviously not gonna be that I'm gonna release a cover tomorrow or anything like that. It's more like gonna be like a, some sort of a material bank for me that I can kind of browse through and see what kind of stuff people have suggested. I'm still thinking, like, how should I arrange the Patreon thing? Like, by the way, since there's 8 people watching, could everyone tell me an honest opinion on my Patreon page? You don't have to pledge in there or anything. You don't have to support me in there. But can you give me like some sort of feedback how it looks, and would you like to see more stuff? If imagine as if you would support my channel. Is there something that you would change or you would like to see more of, or what kind of would make you more interested in my Patreon? Because I really like how the Patreon works, because it takes only 5% cut from the support, and that's really low in kind of internet business things. Because usually, like, if I started the Twitch stream, for example, Twitch would get 50% of the subscribers. Super chat in YouTube takes 30%. Oh, thanks so much, United Thrasher. That's just awesome. So yeah, I think this is like a really cool way, and I want to make it even better, so it would be more interesting for people. So right now I did that. If you support with $5 or more, you get the uncompressed files for my new songs that Oystenhof has mixed. Then I'm doing the And Justice for All stream kind of series where I practice the whole album on stream, and I'm gonna add like corrected tabs for every song for those in that album. And if someone's having trouble with learning the songs, I'll help them. And you're gonna have your name in the YouTube video's ending screen. We are gonna add that with Alan. So it's gonna be, when there's gonna be like the okay, next video, subscribe, stuff like that, then there's gonna be like some sort of list of the supporters who kind of made the video possible. There's gonna be like a bigger name for those who support with $5 or more, and smaller name for those who donate $1 or more, or like $1 to $5. And right now there's also, in my Discord you get like a different colored name, so if you like hanging out in there, that's gonna be like a small extra thing. And at the moment, for $1 a month, you get Guitar Pro and PDF tabs for every song that I release on YouTube, like the hardest songs and top 10 thrash and death metal songs. You get Wave and MP3 backing tracks for those with drums and bass. You get also like a small little thing in Discord server, like a different colored name, and also that's name in the YouTube video's ending screen. So if anyone has like any ideas how I could make this even more kind of interesting for people, like what would you like to get in exchange for supporting my channel? Because I know that right now it's pretty kind of like, for example, if I would sell the tabs or something like that, it would be obviously a lot more. But since it's gonna be like ongoing support, I want to kind of put like continuous stuff in the Patreon that people want to see. Maybe I can add, I don't know, some behind the scenes stuff or whatever you want to see, I can add there. Song World Circus Band Toxic. Let's add it here. Toxic. Where is that? Isn't Toxic already? Let's add it here. Toxic World Circus. What do you like, Alan's Jackson? It was awesome. I won it. Yeah, get Jackson to send me one of those. I don't know how. Do most Finns know a little English? Yeah, it's like pretty common that in Finland people can speak like pretty good English. But the accent or the pronunciation is a big problem, because Finnish people usually talk like this, and it's like this classic Finnish accent that, I don't know, You might hear in the internet if people talk like this. Carpathian Forest. Is that a band or a song? I think Finland should invade Denmark soon. What would we benefit from that? It's a weird kind of invasion. I don't know if it's that weird, but isn't that kind of a bit of a jump? Why not do that for the Sweden first, then Norway, and then kind of move our way forward? Death metal band. Let's add it in the death metal list. Carpathian Forest. Carpathian Forest. They disbanded. Fuck Sverige. No. They are our soulmates. Well, not really soulmates, but I don't know how you could describe the love and hate relationship with Finland and Sweden. I guess that when there's like, I don't know, world championships in hockey or something like that, then it's like, no, you can't talk anything positive about Sweden. But I don't know, in other ways, I don't have anything against Swedish people. I have some friends from like when I did some gaming and stuff like that from Sweden. They were cool guys. Nordic countries are cool together. Yeah, we should maybe form some sort of a reunion, not reunion, but union. Unite the countries. Get some money from Norway and get some snus in Finland. Maybe that's a new strategy to kind of propose the people in charge or in power. So, did anyone have any suggestions about invade Iceland after Denmark? Yeah, that's a good like journey. But what after Iceland? That's the end of those. Yeah, that I guess that could be like that Iceland then kind of beats our whole companion, and Iceland then owns the whole Nordic region. Big fan of Swedish death metal, dude. Cool, man. Adrian Walleng. Yeah, the band. Yeah, the bandmates in my band, they are like I don't know, live for Swedish death metal, I guess. Avatar is a good band. Invade Russia. That's gonna be a hard job to do. Maybe we should do like, I don't know, some Finnish sisu and just grab a baseball bat or something and march. I don't think that will end too nicely though. What kind of genre does Avatar go to? Where's your girlfriend? My wife is at home right now. She's doing her own business. Kind of online store stuff. And kids are at kindergarten. And the third kid that's on the way is in my wife's belly. So he or she couldn't join the stream. By the way, I think it's like in 1 month approximately that we will hear if it's a boy or a girl. So let's hope that it's a boy, so I get some backup in case something happens. Like a I don't know how you call that. A family revolution. That the girls take over. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's right now 2 girls. So 1 boy would be a kind of a balance in the in the gender population of the Hänninen family. Hardest riff from Carcass. Let's add that. In phone I have like this suggestions thingy. Hardest Carcass. Hardest Carcass songs. Then I got those necrophagists solos. Thanks, Alex. Is it pronounced Rai? Alex Rai. What's the strangest Finnish boy's name? Well, my wife just kind of she has pretty much browsed through like every possible name in Finland for a boy, and there was some really weird ones. I don't know if there's some foreign people that kind of it's like a foreign name, but it means something in Finnish also. So let's actually Google it. "62 Paris named persons, and some of them were boys. Rakas, that means like a darling or a loved one or something. Kulta means gold. Ihana means sweet. So those are like names that some people have given to kids. Sapphire, ruby and smaragdi. What's that? Some like gem names. Kinga. Finally. It should be live right now, but let's see if people have to refresh. So it should be live. Let me know in the chat if you can see the stream. I'm not sure if the chat is disconnected. Let me see actually. It seems to be that the chat is disconnected from me, but stream should be fine. Let's see if I refresh the chat. Cool. I had to refresh the chat, so now I can see it. It somehow disconnected the chat, so you were looking up names offline. We're here, bro. Cool. Finnish names. Yeah, so I don't know if, because sometimes some weird stuff happens that if I go into certain websites, it kind of crashes my internet for some reason. And I have... Are you in the studio? Yeah, this is like my studio space. And by the way, I try to promote the Patreon as much as possible right now because honestly, money is pretty damn tight. So every Patreon money goes through like the rent of this place. Yeah, this is pretty much like a warehouse that rent guy let me kind of set up my studio at. He said that I can like put some soundproofing if I want and all sorts of cool stuff. But I really don't need because it's really quiet place. So no like distractions or anything here. I can actually let me show. It's a bit unorganized in here, but it's like this small room. I'm gonna put some sort of stuff on the walls, and you know, next Monday I'm gonna get some money again, so that's gonna help a lot, so I can put some cool stuff on the walls. I looked to the people writing in Finnish and it looks like a code. Well, it's our own little code. Do you teach guitar? Yeah, I have kind of a coaching program. I'm still kind of working on what it will be kind of end like, but it's at the moment looking like that I'm gonna add all sorts of courses in there, like a down picking course, alternate picking course, kind of legato stuff, leads, songwriting, composition, all sorts of different techniques and stuff like that, and you get to access those. And then I have weekly live streams as well, and we can also do like video chats pretty much at any time. So you can like schedule pretty much as many video chats a month as you want. Like one student I just had, he was only for 1 month because he started school, so he didn't have time for the coaching anymore. But I think we had like maybe 5 video chats and like a few extra streams for him. So he got like really cheap cheap guitar lessons. So it's like $47 a month only. So it's gonna be like mainly focused on like the courses and stuff like that, and I'll help you with the stuff you want to learn. But you can also schedule like video chats with me so we can take a look at certain things. Like maybe if you have trouble with a certain part of a song, we can take a look at that. Dude, any advice on how to tune a Floyd Rose guitar? It's a pain in the ass. Make sure that the bridge is kind of parallel to the body. I think in some bridge, is it like Caller or something? It's a bit like in an angle. But in Floyd Rose, I'm pretty sure that in every Floyd Rose, it's supposed to be like even with the body. And if it's not gonna stay in tune, first of all, if it's an old guitar, it might have kind of worn out those knife edges. That it's kind of, the Floyd Rose is kind of floating in a very sharp edge next to the other part. So if that kind of a knife edge here of the Floyd Rose, if that's a little worn out, it can kind of it's not gonna be like a smooth kind of a thing that it does. So it's gonna affect, like maybe it kind of tilts one way and goes out of tune or something like that. And other thing is maybe buy new springs on the back. Maybe try more springs, less springs. Maybe try different angles for those, depending on your string gauge. And what else? I think that the kind of are those like string saddles in the Floyd Rose that the actual string goes into. I'm not sure if those are supposed to be like really like soft and stuff, or like round and smooth, so the string doesn't get stuck in that. I don't think that should be like a big of an issue, because when you kind of stretch the strings, they should kind of go away from that. But there's like you can kind of think of any part that the string could kind of not be in one position all the time. If there's something that affects that, try to kind of fix it. So maybe the Floyd Rose knife edge, maybe the springs, maybe that it's parallel to the body. You know, there's some stuff you can do like that. And also, when you put new strings, remember to stretch them, because that's with like any guitar. Strings don't stay in tune if you don't stretch them. So you can go a bit crazy with the whammy bar for a bit. Not too crazy so you don't break the strings, but you know, stretch them up a little bit, then tune back up, then maybe stretch a little bit more, then tune up. When I had Floyd Rose, I actually did that a few times before locking the nut. So I actually kind of stretched the strings a lot and tuned them back up. Stretched the strings a lot, tuned them back up. And when they stay somewhat in tune, then I lock the nut, and then I kind of stretch it a little bit more, and if it stays in tune, then it's fine. But it's not gonna stay perfectly in tune if you don't have the locking nut on, so you don't have to kind of go crazy with it for like 10 times or anything like that, because without like locking tuners, it's not gonna probably stay in tune that well without the locking nut. What kind of camera are you using on your videos? this is the one that I've been using. Now that I have the friend that shoots the videos, he has a GoPro that we might use in because he has like this cool, you know, what's that called? Like a not like a stand, but more like a rail that the camera will move slowly with. So we can add like all sorts of cool, you know, camera, I don't know, tricks. But yeah, this is Nikon D5600, so 5600. And the lens I'm using is AFS Nikkor 35mm with 1.8 f-stop. And I also use that one other, is it like a kit lens? That's like, you can zoom in and out and doesn't have that big, that shallow of a depth of field, or how you call that. So I like to use this for like those blurry background shots, and it's like looks really cool in my opinion. No problem, Adrian. And cool, happy that people still appreciate heavy metal. That's the only way to live this life. No problem, Alex. What else gear related I have? I have this really cheap camera stand. That's like the one of the cheapest ones. Like it is like hammer. So it cost like, I don't know, 20 euros or something. It's that one there. So nothing special. You can't really shoot video with it other than still video. So that's what I've been using it for. Kind of just to keep the camera still. And also I have those studio lights that I haven't used lately because the daylight has been good enough. But at winter times they're gonna be really useful, or during night streams and stuff like that. And that's pretty much for the video recording. And I also use Adobe Premiere Pro, and that's the same software that Alan uses, who edits the videos now. And that's pretty much it. It's like a really simple setup. Like the camera was the cheapest camera that I could get that had certain features, like it can shoot 60 FPS Full HD if I want to. If I want to do some slow motion stuff, or if I want to do some, I don't know, 60 FPS playthroughs or whatever. And it has also the kind of a flipping screen, and that was like the main thing, so I can kind of see myself if I shoot, like when it's pointing towards me. But it's still pretty hard to shoot myself with especially this lens, because most of the time I can't get the focus right. So, and I don't like the autofocus because it kind of, it does its own thing too much. So yeah, it's good to have an like a cameraman to help with the focus and, you know, making sure that I don't know, lighting, like the ISO is fine and stuff like that. Oh, I guess it's gonna be my own little epic meal time now. Getting pretty hungry. But yeah, if you like, if you really, you know, like the videos I do, if you want to see more, if you want to take part of like planning, suggesting, choosing the songs, all sorts of stuff, it would be greatly appreciated if you consider pledging on Patreon. Even like $1 a month, it's gonna do like it's gonna be, first of all, a huge boost to like the motivation, and it's gonna be awesome to see that people like the videos and enjoy and are ready to support, and it's gonna go straight towards everything that goes with making these videos. So it's not gonna be like my personal funny money or anything like that. So it's gonna go, right now I have really small expenses, but they're really big for me since I don't have much income. So I have like 300 euros a month of running expenses when making these videos. And right now, I think I'm still losing money when making these videos overall, because of the better video quality, better audio quality that I'm doing with the better audio engineer and the cameraman and video editor and stuff like that. So of course, if there's gonna be more money in the Patreon, I'm gonna bump up the video quality even more. I'm gonna, I don't know, buy new gear to make better videos, but whatever people want to see, pretty much. So that's gonna be a really, really cool way if you want to support this channel and support kind of this whole YouTube thing and live streaming thing. So I'll just paste it in the chat once more. So greatly appreciated if you check that out. Dude, have you heard of any metal bands from India? I saw that one video on Facebook with like the Indian street metal, or what's that? That one thing, but I haven't really. I can't think of any other bands right now. And yeah. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to eat right now and prepare for the video shoot. Kind of practice a little bit and stuff like that. So yeah, see you in tonight's stream. It's gonna be again at around 2 to 3 p.m. UTC. So in Finnish time, that's gonna be around 5 to 6 p.m. In USA, that's gonna be around, I guess, around 9 to 10 a.m. So I don't think anyone in USA is watching this at the moment. But yeah, it's gonna be in 5 to 6 hours. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. Tseba says that you have old school back hair. When are you going to play proge? No, this is just a clean, bald sides almost. Yeah, I'll say hello to Alan. And yeah, I'll go open the door and see you on the next stream or on Discord or on Patreon. And thanks. Bye.